you very much for that detailed webinar. Really informative. Thank you very much. And we do have some questions. So question number one. We had a couple of questions asked. The first one is, how can e-learning help with training over a longer term?
Yeah, as I just mentioned there, so if people have a particular career path in mind, if somebody wants to come to health and safety and they don't have that prior experience, they can kind of dip a toe into it with an awareness course, and then they can go through to progress through to things like IOSH or NEBOSH courses and carry out refresher courses, so that it's not just a one-off situation. It can help them through various stages of their career.
Great, thank you. We had a really popular question, actually, which was asked a couple of times. So what if someone strongly feels that they can only learn in a classroom?
Well, that's fair enough. There is always a place for classroom training, and we do, of course, offer the full spectrum of classroom-based training. But what I would say is that with LIGTAS e-learning, you are never on your own. So you will always have access to tutor advice from myself and my colleagues. And as I say, the same training materials that you will get in the classroom, plus that bit of extra flexibility. So there are some people who might not feel they have the discipline to do it off their own back, but we also send them email reminders to say how long they've got left, to keep prompting them to get through the course to completion.
Okay, that's great. I think you've kind of answered the third question, but the third question was, is the training provided via e-learning the same sort of level as it would be if it was delivered in a classroom environment?
It absolutely is. So as I say, that those course notes that I showed earlier, that you have access as a PDF file in a file download section of the course, is exactly the same contents as you would get in a classroom, but it's electronic, rather than it being in a book. But it is the same standard, yes.
Great. Okay. And our final question is, how long does it take to complete an e-learning course?
That's a good question. It will, of course, depend on what particular course you're taking. So if it is an awareness course, that could take just a couple of hours. We also have things like the working safely course, which may take a day or two, managing safely a little bit longer. And ultimately, you've got courses like the NEBOSH diploma, which allows people to have up to 5 years to complete, and is a large commitment to give you a qualification that is of a professional standard.
Okay, so it really does vary on the sort of level then.
Definitely does, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. That concludes our questions. Thank you very much. So what next? So by all means, contact us if you would like any further information, any further advice. We will send you a replay of today's webinar and also a certificate of attendance if you've attended over 90% or more. Please do follow us on LinkedIn and sign up for any of our newsletters. And also visit our website. So we've got some previous webinar replays on there, which you may find interesting. And also you can find some further details on there around the services that we deliver. So that concludes our webinar today. There's the details there if you want to contact us. So thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed the webinar and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.